What's up YouTube? Got a new setup video for you guys here. I haven't done one for a while, so thought I'd do one. Quite a few things have changed. I also have a new addition, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But this is my new Viv for Hunter the Bosque. As you can see there, just having a little lie on her corkbark tube. This I built myself. It is a 6 foot long by 3 foot high by 2 foot deep one for now, with 6.4mm laminated glass doors, which don't fit too well in the 6mm runners, but yeah, they're quite tough to push along, but at least I know that she won't get out. Quite a big and deep water bowl there with a rock in, so she can get in and out quite easily. Couple of bricks in between the substrate and the water, so when I take the water out, the substrate doesn't fall into the gap where the water is, or where the water dish is. Drain pipe hide there that she absolutely loves, and she's on topsoil mixed with fine bark, decorative bark, which she seems to love and burrow in. On this end we have her huge basking rock, which she loves as well, and a couple of other rocks to rub shed off on, and climb about, scramble. Also gives her a couple of different levels of basking. Her 3 foot corkbark tube, which as you can see she absolutely adores. She likes to hide in there all the time when she's not in the drain pipe. It's heated at the minute by 2 par 38s, which are beaming down obviously in the basking area on the hot end. There is a ceramic fitting there for the 250 watt bulb, which 250 watt ceramic, which I have here. I haven't put it in yet because the temperatures seem fine somehow, just off the pars. But that's where that will go when and if needed. And at the top, I don't know if you can see there, is the UV, and that's 4 foot, and that spans across the top. Nothing else much has changed really for her. She's got a bit bigger. I'll get her out and do a video of her next, but she's got quite big, or a bit bigger than her. She's now 22 inches, but she is just a year old, so it's not too bad. I also have her now eating W roaches, which for some of you that didn't know, and people who were asking about why I feed her oxhard all the time, it was because she wouldn't take to any form of insects for some reason when I first got her. But after a while of persevering, I've managed to get her to eat W roaches without being soaked in oxhard first. So that's a couple of steps forward for her. I'm gonna get her used to these for some time, and then get on to other insects for her, give her a bit more exercise. And she now doesn't receive oxhard at all unless it's, well, she maybe gets it about once every month, which is a lot less than what she was getting. On top of the Viv, which is now a lot stronger, so I can have a lot more on, is my new 45-60 high Exoterra. And in here is Marley and Rocco. Don't know if I'll be able to find them. The fog pouring out there. Marley is, as always, inside of there. Light's not too good, and Rocco will probably not be too far away. Oh no, and there's Rocco there. That's the male, and Molly is the female. Oh, he's out and about. Obviously this Viv I just got, how long ago was it? I think it got delivered on Monday morning, so obviously it hasn't been, they haven't had time to settle in properly into it. But they're on a bedding of cocoa fibre, I think that is, not the chunks, it's the soil. It's got the background, there's a heat mat underneath as well, and then there is obviously the one on the side. Lots and lots of plants, branches, bamboo, big enough for them to hide in, like this one here. Crested gecko mix there at the back. Tons and tons of plants, really just absolutely chucking them in there. I'm thinking about making this a planted Viv, but not sure on which way around I'd do that, so I'm going to be looking into that, and hopefully that'll be the next step for the Cresties. But hopefully this Viv will keep them until, well, for the rest of their lives now, hopefully. I may need to separate them at some point, but they've shown no signs of aggression or mating or hassle at the minute. So I think they're pretty good for now. Well, they are just they will be a year old in June, both of them. They came from the same breeder, but they aren't siblings. But they were born roughly, well, hatched roughly the same time, which was in June last year. And to the left of them, in their old Viv, is my new addition. Really tough for this little guy. This in here, once I get that off my foot, in here, if I can find him, is my Colombian rainbow boa. I've had him a week and a half, and he's taken 2 feeds off me. The first feed was the first night I got him. I was recommended by the breeder to feed him that night, so I did so. Wasn't expecting anything, but he did. He took it. I'm really happy with that. And then 5 days later, because he is still a hatchling, 5 days later, went to feed him, and again he took it. Really chuffed for that as well. In here is the basic Exoterra setup. Again, they're on the same stuff. Well, he's on the same stuff the Crushies are on, the cocoa soil. A couple of branches for him to climb on, because he is, with him being a hatchling, he's still semi-arboreal. At the top I had to shove some sponge, unfortunately, because he was getting down the back of the background, and there's no heat there, it's just glass and it'd be quite cold, so I decided to stop him doing that. A couple of fake plants so he can feel a bit secure. Water dish, a coconut hide, and a hide which for some reason I have but didn't have a top, so I made one out of cardboard, being very creative that I am. And I believe he's actually under this one, if I can get him out. Yep, there he is there. This is my Colombian rainbow boa. Gorgeous little guy, absolutely love him. He's hasn't been too striky or bitey yet, haven't been tagged yet, but he's doing really well. I think he's settled in quite well. Obviously he is still in the settling in period. He's heated by a heat mat which is underneath, and then obviously the light at the top there, which will also hopefully encourage him to be a bit more arboreal to get it for the heat. And he is kept with humidity, because they need quite high humidity as well as the geckos. They are kept humid by my very DIY fog machine, which consists, as you can see, of hose pipe, masking tape and cable ties, and that gets fed into there and on top of here. I didn't make a hole in this one because I didn't want the snake to be able to get out or cut himself on the sharp metal wire, and that goes all the way down the back of all these to this thing here, which is very modified. This is a humidifier which I was given by my girlfriend's mum from Argos. It has like a little nip on top which I've just self-taped random bits of plastic on to get it to the size of the tube. It's not perfect, it does still leak at the minute, but I'm going to get something to fix that out with. I'll switch it on. It is on a timer. I'll just switch it on now and you can see how. See, unfortunately it does leak quite a bit, but when you see the output, wait a minute, I'll open this. Actually, there we go. When you see how much it actually outputs, considering it is leaking quite a bit, it does the job pretty well. It fills both of them. There's a crusty one and there is the Colombian rainbow boas one, and that keeps the temperatures and humidity and everything pretty well. Actually that needs to go on now. So yeah, I'll do a handling video of the reptiles and an update on each and every one separately pretty soon. So thanks for watching, guys.